What measures would you have liked to have seen in the bill that are not in there to improve the situation around antisocial behaviour?
Universal support for victims of antisocial behaviour funded. I think it's been made clear by not only ourselves but the previous panel giving evidence that antisocial behaviour is a very broad church and often includes criminal activity, but it is not recorded as a crime. We use antisocial behaviour legislation as it is now under the current regime and as it will be in the future with the crime and policing bill as it stands at the moment for example, use or threat of violence. Now, we all know that using or threatening violence is a crime, but yet we will use antisocial behaviour legislation to respond to that. It can involve drug dealing, cockering properties, criminal damage. All of those things are crimes. If you're a victim of crime and you report it as a crime to the police, you will get automatic offer of victim support. When you're dealing with an antisocial behaviour case, you might be reporting it to the local authority or to a housing provider, and you don't get immediate access to victim support. And I think we know from research from the Victims Commission of various different reports and from our own and from colleagues like ASB Help that what supports a victim is having a named person who can support them through that process, who can guide them through what's often very complex and difficult situations in relation to taking legal action, or if the perpetrator's vulnerable and got multiple issues around mental health, drugs and alcohol. And the significant delays in the civil justice system means that case may be going on for a long time. So not having that specialist victim support that's universal and independent, and I think I should stress the independence, because often when you're a complainant and you're making a complaint to a housing provider and a local authority, you will be of a caseload of many. You will be given some support and some guidance, and some of them have specialist training to be able to do that, but to have an independent specialist to provide that kind of support, like victim support, for example, that's commissioned and funded, would be something that we would seriously support. And I think it is very much a postcode lottery at the moment. There are some police and crime commissioners in the country who do fund specialist ASB victim support, but they're very, very few and far between. So it really is a postcode lottery as to what you're going to get where you live. So that's what I think is missing.
I absolutely